Success is all I see. Let me tell you what that mean. Money on my mind, a bitch can't get a hold of me. Mama said in all due time, but not my time.
What's going on, world? This is Sir Davis with another episode of Off the Record Texas. Here with my special guest, Sammy Flores Jr.
Yo,
Correct?
what up? I'm in the house.
What's going on, brother? I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come chop it up with me. I kind of just want to dive right into it. I kind of wanted you just to educate me on your background, what you're doing now, and what's going on within the community of the hip hop community.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, Davis, thanks for the invite, man. Appreciate that very much. A little bit about myself. So I really grew up in Robstown.
Oh, right? Did you really?
Watchland now, yeah.
Okay.
Did I was there from first to fourth grade? There in
Really?
Robstown. Yeah, and my parents.
You knew all your neighbors.
We were walking down the callejones, and just get walking and having fun back there.
Nice.
Some good times out there.
Okay, cool, man.
And then my parents, we moved from Robstown to they moved opposite from that Calallen, on the Calallen area.
Okay.
Calallen, Annaville area.
Yeah.
And then from there,
It's like a little hop and a skip, nothing crazy.
yeah, nothing too far,
Right down the
nothing
street.
too far, not at all.
Yeah.
And then from there, I just went to school there in Calallen from fifth grade, fourth all the way through high school. There. And if you're from Annaville, the area called the Bonsai. That's
The Bonsai.
Yeah, only the people from Annaville know where that's about.
What is that about, man?
It was just like a field with like a big old ditch and just people going and hanging out, riding bikes. In the
Okay, that sounds like a
summertime.
vibe. Okay, yeah.
Back in
We
the
had
day.
our ditch, we had our ditch.
Yeah.
We go get the turtles and
Yeah,
you know
you
what
go-
I mean. When it dried out, we had our bikes in there.
Yeah, you get on the side, you're like, I'm gonna go with my bike and just
And then
and go.
just eat shit right after that. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, cool, man. So growing up in Calallen, how old were you when you started getting into like the hip hop?
The hip hop. It wasn't through until I was a freshman in high school.
Really?
Yeah, freshman in high school. That's when I got introduced to the whole hip hop culture.
What like influenced that? What was that introduction for you where you're like, I want to do that?
Dancing was always like something I loved to do.
Right.
At home, hanging out. Nothing to like learn and go do something, go
You just put
perform
it on the
somewhere.
radio and start dancing to the music.
Yeah,
I used
just-
to do that as a kid, man.
You just turn the radio on and you're in the background hanging out. But no, that's where I met my good friend Dusty, DJ Dust.
El Dusty.
El Dusty, yeah.
Love that guy, man. Good people, man.
Yeah, El Dusty's from Calallen too. Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Dust, DJ Dust. From there, like, met him, and that's how we put the whole crew together. From there,
He was a part of the B-boy?
he was part. No, Dusty was the DJ.
Oh, okay.
The B-boys was me and my good friend Rudy.
Okay.
And then we had the MCs. Was Ed Time Bomb? He would go by Time Bomb.
Oh, this is pure hip hop.
Yeah, Abel.
Was there a
and-
graffiti artist on the?
Yeah, the graffiti artist was Rudy. He would go by Sane One.
Really?
Yes, man. His talent for the graffiti was insane.
Really?
Back in that, I mean, we're talking about graffiti. So we would go nights where go bomb a train.
Right.
Yeah, like at night down Agnes. Like the crew.
That's dope. Don't do it no more. It's a
no,
felony.
not anymore.
You
Not
catch a
anymore. Back in the day, but we would, and it's like, pictures and just fun stuff like that. I mean, it was just pure hip hop.
Really?
Yeah, all the elements were there in the crew.
How many were y'all?
So it really just Dust, Edward, Abel, Rudy, myself, and then Mike.
Okay.
And from the Calallen,
Sounds like a solid team.
Yeah, it was, and that's
Yeah.
and we the thing about Dust, he always had connections through like the clubs, like house parties,
Right.
where the DJ's in the corner and nothing but vinyl all night long house
That's dope.
parties.
Yeah, that's
you
dope.
know, and we with the crew, we would just go and be part of that culture, be part of that scene.
Really?
And for as me as a b-boy, we just being part of it, dancing, meeting other b-boys,
Really?
being part of like the different crews.
Y'all battled a lot?
We battled through, not through each other with each other, but more as the crew got bigger. We would go battle at the old school Cityscapes.
Oh, yeah.
Cityscapes was like the place to be. I always feel like they supported that hip hop culture, Cityscapes, because
Yeah.
not just like the breakdancing battles, they had the MC battles.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
And
we were just saying that Michael White attended those a lot. He got some of his some wins out there. Yeah.
yeah, man, there was, and it's always at night out there. That parking lot was rough though.
I had a birthday or two when I was a child. That's for sure. Yeah, man.
So, but yeah, that's how. So a lot of time over there, and then just being always listening and practicing in the garage, on concrete.
Okay.
And at that time, the b-boy age range was from like 16 to 18.
Okay.
That was like the b-boy, like your prime was like if you're 17 years old, that was your prime, and then after that 18, if you couldn't get in or you're too old at Cityscapes, it was like you kind of faded, people kind of just stopped breakdancing.
Was there like a favorite artist or like maybe like a music video or something that you saw when you were growing up where you just mimicked that and then it just kind of became a part of your personality? Like what kind of like grew that within you?
I think for me, the artist that really grew or that I saw was like Africa Bambaataa was a huge artist.
Who's that?
Like a hip hop beats Africa Bambaataa.
Okay, I gotta look him up then.
Yeah. Mos Def.
Yeah.
Was a huge influence. KRS-One.
Dope. Okay.
Yeah, Nas.
Okay.
Those artists for me, Talib Kweli. Those artists were like for me the inspiration to be part of that hip hop and dancing. And
got some legends in there.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Okay.
Those were the artists for me to just be listening to that and having fun, enjoying it. Yeah, enjoying it, and just trying to be the best b-boy that you could out there.
Wow.
That I could.
Did y'all do like a lot of house parties and stuff like that too?
I remember 2 house parties and a lot of raves too. Like DJs with raves at the raves here in Corpus. There was a scene here in Corpus where there was raves back in the day.
Yeah, no, I from time to time you still hear about that.
Yeah. It would be just like a building. They get somehow get lights in it,
right?
Power, and
just turn up.
You just show up,
Really?
Cobwebs in the corners and stuff. But the DJs would be there and just DJing all night long,
Or you attended a couple of raves?
I taught a couple of raves, yeah, a couple of raves with Dust and just DJing.
I get anxious when I hear music like that, man. I start
back when it was like all about like the liquid movement. They would do all that with, the glow sticks but even that scene with the big kickwear pants, part of the rave time. Those folks were DJ Goose. Those guys were all awesome guys. Just fun, enjoying the music, and just all night long.
That's super dope, man.
Yeah,
sounds like a dope childhood, man.
For me, hip hop truly just saved my life. Meaning, like all through high school, it was just always the crew being together. That's what it was. Nice. Really, from hanging out to just breakdancing to going out to places, just being together.
You felt like it kept you out of trouble?
It did. I think it did. Absolutely.
Except for graffiti. Don't do that,
kids. We never got caught, so we didn't get in
trouble.
Right. But no, it did. It kept me busy. Just being around and just doing a lot of dancing, Nice. And I think for me, after I graduated high school, went to college here at Del Mar.
Nice. Okay.
So there I'm signing up for like your basics, English 101, and I see this class is like modern dance, and I'm like, what is modern dance? I'm like, modern dance, like up to date now.
Okay.
I sign up for it. Walk in, class starts, and people are stretching like on ballet bars, and I'm like, what did I get myself into here?
Yeah.
That was probably one of the best things I could have done.
Right.
Being part of that.
Because there's so much to learn when it comes to dance.
Absolutely.
Like, there's so many different styles. There's so many different language of dance.
There is so many, and that modern dance was like I fell in love with modern dance so much because it's like the rebellion of ballet. Ballet is so classical. Modern dance is like the opposite of defying gravity, floor work. And that to me was like, holy smokes, this is kind of like b-boying. You
Right.
know, and throw myself on the floor and picking myself back up.
It's like the kung fu dance.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, Tupac was in. I don't know if it was modern dance, but I know he studied ballet when he was younger as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah,
He went to
I didn't know
he went to an art school.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know, the Martha Grahams, the Avenali, you know, Dorothy Humphrey, like those choreographers for modern dance was, I mean, that was a huge inspiration for me, part of
Really?
my dance career. And my director, Shawnee Jones Bonnet, that was like, she was like, I fell in love, like everything she was like teaching the class and what she was doing. And I was like, man, this is like a b-boy in a whole different level.
Right, right.
And from there, I was like, I want to continue. I think I took Modern 1, Modern 2, Modern 1. I took back to back each semester.
Really?
More than once. And it was like, okay, I think you've taken this class like 6 times already. It's time for you to move on to a different class.
Really?
But I did. I took every class that was available at Del Mar, the ballet, the jazz. And then that started opening up of me being like, you know what? I love being a b-boy and a dancer. But I think from there, I like being behind the scenes. You know, I like
Interesting.
putting things together. I want to be a dance choreographer. You know, I see that in motion.
Interesting. Okay.
And that's where things turned for me, from wanting to be in the spotlight and, you know, battle anybody, I don't care, you tell, you know, that type of attitude, to being like, man, I want to put productions together. You know,
Really?
I want to step out of not being the choreographer in the routine and just see things come alive, you know, see the dancers put soul into what I'm trying to put out there. And from there on, that's where my dancing career was more of like, I want to be a choreographer.
Really? So
Yeah.
let me ask you this: like, being in the forefronts, doing the battles, doing the dancing, you kind of, you know, you start to get that. People start recognizing you for that. How was that transition from being that to being in the background, putting together the dances? How did that, like, was that immediate, or was it, did you get a chance to have the limelight for a little bit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, and I mentioned Shawnee. Shawnee was the director at Del Mar, and she gave me the opportunity. She was like, "Hey, I'd like for you to be a guest student choreographer,
Okay.
and you'll have auditions, you know, and you pick your dancers, and then you put a routine together for the semester." And that opportunity that she gave me was everything. From there, going back home and just listening to music and trying to put something together. And I remember having my first auditions as a student choreographer. There's like 20 dancers out with numbers, and I'm just like, okay, that one's yes, that I see that vision in the choreography. And from there, that was my first part of a full choreographer is from the opportunity that Shawnee gave me.
Okay.
And then after that, I mean, all I wanted to do was put stuff together.
Have you worked on major projects?
I did. You know, I did. Once I started to understand formations, choreography, with the music, with the beats, you know, I feel like part of my b-boying and freestyle that's like the best, right? That's like
Right.
comes top. Any b-boy can freestyle nonstop. It's because being part of the streets and just hearing a beat and you just go at it, you know. Bringing that to as a choreographer, I'm at home and my phone rings, right? And I'm like, hello, and it's like, hey, this is Suzette Quintanilla. Is this Sammy Flores? I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, she's like, I hear you're one of the dopest out here in the streets right now. Just
One of
like
the dopest
that.
out here in the streets right now.
Back in this is like 2003, you know.
And we're talking about Selena's family, correct?
Selena's family, yeah.
Oh,
Suzette,
shit.
yes.
That's dope.
So she's like, hey, we want to shoot a music video with a group called La Conquistas.
Okay.
And can you bring some dancers to Q Productions? And I'm like in the phone like, holy smokes. Yes, absolutely. You know, I'll
Trying
be
to keep
there.
it cool the whole time.
And show up with some dancers. They kind of had like a little combination already.
Okay.
They danced for her, and she's like, okay, let me show you the song, you know. And just like that, I heard the song she gave me the CD, goes listen to this, and then we shoot, you know, a month from now.
The music video.
The music video, yeah. So I think it was about 8 dancers. I get together. We rehearse like nonstop. And I'm like, okay, we're ready. It's like, okay, myself and my dad want to go take a look at this, So I'm like, okay, come to the Del Mar College. It was like a multi-purpose room. Mr. Q comes in, sits down, rest in peace. And Suzette was there, and she's like, okay, show us what you got. And the dancers show off the choreography, and they were all about it, and
really
booked my first music video then. And that's when things just started going from there, as an artist.
Dope, man.
My parents were always supportive in a way, but
it's like they're never fully 100%
there's like,
invested.
you're just dancing,
Yeah.
But once they started seeing that, and it's like, hey, Mijo's like, he has a music video,
Yeah. They got to see a little bit of the proof.
Yeah, they started seeing some proof. And my father was a carpenter, and he built me a like a 12 by 12, a 12 by 14 dance studio in the back.
Really?
Yeah, like we were there, me and him building it. Floor, mirrors, electrician came, ran power to it, a little AC in there. And
so they started really believing in the vision.
They did. Started believing in the vision.
Man.
We're at the house, and then I'm sitting on the couch like this, and all of a sudden there's Paula Deonda sitting in my mom's living room.
Really?
Yeah. And my mom's making tortillas. And I'm like, hey, Mom, this is Paula Deonda. She's an artist that's going to be blowing up. She's getting big. She's like, oh, hi, mija.
So you want some tortillas?
Yeah, you want some tortillas? And, rehearsed there at the studio with that artist. There was a group called Chicas de Canela also that came and rehearsed in the studio. And just in the back house of my parents, but yeah, that's where stuff started really taking off on that part of ways.
That's dope. How many major artists have you worked with?
Paula Deonda, Las Conquistas, Chicas de Canela was one. The DJ Kane, they reached out that they needed dancers to be part of a DJ Kane event.
From the Cumbia Kings, correct?
Yeah. I think he was already like an artist himself.
Solo artist.
Yeah.
I had the pleasure of shooting a music video for him.
Did you?
Yeah, because before, I've always been in like the production realm, whether it be music, as an artist, or in the background as a like a producer for music videos and things like that. And I got hired for a job to do that. And yeah, he's super dope. He had a couple of I think what's his name? Is it Noe?
Noe.
No, is it Noe?
So when I worked with the DJ Kane, they needed dancers, so I didn't really do choreography for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just reached out, and then I was like, yeah, I got some dancers, and then
just kind of send them off.
Yeah,
that's super dope.
Yeah,
you don't even have to leave.
That was just super cool, just for them to reach out for that.
Really. So you got dancers just ready to go.
Ready to go, all from the Del Mar Dance Ensemble.
Wow. For
being there, and all those dancers just dancing, and so that was a great thing for me, because they needed dancers. I'm like, they're in college, they know choreography already, like they're ready to go, and they were all about it. And you mentioned Michael White was an artist that I got a call to go downtown. They had like a meeting, they were gonna shoot a video for him, and same thing, it was cool because I was there. They had a table, they had like the layout of the video.
Really?
And they just like, they needed dancers, and I'm like, okay, I got dancers. I'll get you some dancers.
Wow. How many dancers do you have now?
So now, that was then. Those dancers are like, they're my age now, so I'm not sure if they're still dancing. They probably are.
You think they're still in the game?
I think so.
Okay.
Yes. But I think now, where you said for dance, how many dancers I have now? Well, we have like, I think 45 dancers at the studio now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, so let me ask you a question. When you were putting together these productions, did they ever have people that they wanted as dancers? Do you have to teach them from scratch, or are the artists from scratch? Like, did you ever have to do anything like that, major,
like meaning like teach choreography to them?
Yeah, like say I don't know, Paula Deonda or DJ Kane. It's like, hey, look, we're gonna do this. We're gonna put this music video together. I want some background dancers, but I also have to learn this dance.
Oh, okay, yes. The artist that was like that was the Paula Deonda. Yeah.
Okay.
When we would rehearse, it was myself and another dancer. And it was like, man, the days that she was performing, it was like what was the days on that? Not the Buck days, Bayfest.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
Bayfest was dope, bro. Whatever happened to Bayfest,
yeah,
man?
right? Man,
Yeah.
Bayfest had like the concerts of the summer at Bayfest.
Wow.
And
Forgot
yeah,
about
I'm not
that.
sure what happened to that, but that was
The last Bayfest I remember, I think I was like, I don't know, maybe like 13 years old or something like that. I was young.
back in the day, and those crowds they were massive crowds
Yeah, they
for
used
that
to,
main stage.
Yes, they were. Yeah,
Yeah.
they had the whole little strip.
Yep,
Yeah, the vendors were out there. They had a couple of. I think they had more than one stage too, right?
Yep, they did.
That's super dope.
Yeah. So that was one of the artists where I was working with not just choreography for her to learn, but also like stage, walking around with the stage choreography.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
so that was really cool because it's like I've never done that before, but here we go. Let's do this.
Really?
But yeah, just fun times in that world.
What was the toughest project that you had to work on?
The toughest project I had to work on, oh man, I would probably say I took on a quinceañera. A quinceañera, they have like a waltz.
Right.
They have surprise dances, you know.
Oh,
and
man.
I was just like, I'm a dance choreographer. I can do a quinceañera. And this is probably like 2011, and I took it on, and it was at the Robstown County Park outside.
Okay.
And I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna do some cool hip hop, and I have it in mind. And when I get there, I mean, some of these quinceañeras, they want like this halftime show, you know.
Halftime
but
show is
but some of
crazy.
these dancers, they're like non-dancers. You know, these dancers are like girls who are like, come together. Who some of them do dance,
Right.
but most of them they're just gonna learn what you have there. And I remember like the choreography was pretty complicated because I wanted it to look cool, and like after like 2 to 3 counts, I was like, I can't do this.
How am I supposed to teach these kids how to do
Yeah.
this?
I need to tone it down. I need to make this more like just a little bit of left and the right, you know,
Right.
2-step type of stuff. Like, but I remember.
I'm guessing that they were gonna record that too, like and get that on video. Have a videographer go there and probably capture that moment too.
Oh,
so-
absolutely. And it's like, I mean,
Yeah.
these quinceañeras are such a special moment in their life, you know.
Right.
And I was like, I took this responsibility on, and I'm gonna ruin it.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
So I learned from then to now on quinceañeras.
Okay.
Man, I mean, we do so many quinceañeras now, and I've learned so much from that industry. You know,
Okay,
here-
man.
being
I
in
thought it
South
was gonna be
Texas-
like something like a difficult artist or something like that. But man, difficult kids. That could
No,
be.
that was it. Was just difficult, just being outside in the heat and just like I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Right. Okay.
That's how got by through all that. But no, as artists, no, they were always, I mean, really, really cool.
Dope.
The music videos, just long hours though. Music videos,
Oh, yeah, I
man.
bet.
I mean, I would say music videos like they're still on. I don't even know if there's still even music videos these days.
I mean, when it comes down to it, like the mind span is the attention span, I should say, is like that of a squirrel. You know what I mean? Like we want that fast. Everything has to be fast. A lot of reels, a lot of mic drops, a lot of short form content. I feel like as a major artist, you're gonna benefit off of a full-fledged music video. As an up-and-coming artist, you should just focus on putting as much content and quick content as possible.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it would be dope to see, the full-blown productions come back into play because I do miss those.
I mean, yeah, those music videos growing up, on MTV, you're getting dressed in the
Yeah.
morning and just seeing like those, huge production music videos
Yeah.
where they don't do that
It,
anymore.
it looked like they were inside of a cheese grater. Yeah. Got Missy Elliott looking crazy.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. She's still doing her thing too. It's wild.
Yeah.
She's still doing her thing. She's still a fly and doing those crazy music videos.
That's super dope, man.
but-
So, like, if somebody wanted to put on something like that, like, how quick can you do a turnaround on a music video? Like,
I would think honestly probably within like to choreography to teach dancers, I would probably about a week, 2 weeks.
really?
To get something set. Yeah, I would get like the high caliber dancers that can learn choreography so quick these days. There's the dancers that you teach them like a minute choreography and they like pick it up and they're ready to rock. Like they're ready to like perform facials full out, and it's just like, man, there's the dancers that just get it like that, you know. And then
and you're doing this all from scratch.
All from scratch, yeah, from scratch.
You just hear the beat and you just kind of like, how does that process work in your head, man? Because like as a artist myself, when I put together like treatments for music videos, I see, you know, what I want to see in my head and I try to put it on film. Like, how does that correlate with what you do?
Yeah, you know, I probably, and speaking for myself, I probably listen to that song, wherever I'm going to choreograph, probably like 500 times in my head,
really?
You know, all day, and just listening to it and like breaking like the beat down, from the song, from the lyrics to the beat to the drum to the trumpet in the background, like all those things. I'm like, how can I hit a move with the lyrics first, and then I'm gonna jump into the choreography with the beat, and then slow it down to like a hi-hat quick movement, you know, those levels in my head. I'm breaking it down, and then getting in front of a mirror
and just doing
it. And I mean, in front of a mirror is like 5 hours, 6 hours, you know, not all in one day, but like 2 hours here, 1 hour here, 3 hours here. I can be in front of a mirror sometimes 4 hours and got like one move.
Interesting.
And then there's like, I can go in front of a mirror for like 45 minutes and I have like 15 8 counts all of a sudden, you know. And it's just how it's the way the days are. I don't know, just being creative.
You're just seeing those moves in your head. Let me ask you this, like, you know, you said that you spend like 8 hours just to get one move down. Have you ever went back the next day and it's like, yeah, that move sucked, I'm not doing
all the
that?
time. All the time. I can put, anything that I put together, I see it and I'm like, I could have done better. You know, I think a lot of us think that when they see, you know, at the time you're like, oh man, this is so fresh. And then after it gets put out, it gets posted, and I see it, and I'm like, that sucks.
Man, I could see that being, because it's like all in the same realm, right?
Yeah.
Like for E, for example, if he's sitting there for, you know, a couple of hours, you know, in the middle of the night making a beat, the next morning he turns it on, and it sounds like a circus. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I can only imagine how that feels where you just play those moves back and like, no, that ain't it.
Yeah, that no, I didn't like that. Yeah, and
okay,
that happens a lot, honestly. And I say that, and of course they're like, "No, we love this. This is good." And I'm like, "No, it's not." But okay, let's roll with it. Let's go with it. You know.
So you're biggest critic?
Big time, absolutely. Definitely from like posting to dancing, dressing. Like it's so huge for me. Yeah, I am when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
us artists have like we got a little something loose in there sometimes.
We do. And I think it's because we want to master every craft when it comes to things, you know.
Yes, man.
And I can stare like, I've been staring at this post for like 30 minutes. Why can't I just press it already? You know, because I'm like reading everything, make sure everything's right, you know. And sometimes you just gotta just do it.
You just gotta do it. Yeah,
just go 100%. For it. You really do. When I was looking to open up a dance studio, looking for like a lease place, like a building, you know.
Right.
I remember I found one, and I was like 10 minutes just thinking like, no, I shouldn't call. Yeah, let me call. No, I shouldn't call. This is, what am I gonna do? What kind of question am I gonna ask? You know. So I called, and nobody picked up, and I hang up. I'm like, man, thank God nobody picked up.
You let it ring once.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how. And then they called back, and I'm like, dang it, they're calling back. You know, I'm like, what kind of questions am I gonna ask? You know, like, how much is the rent? You know,
right.
type of questions. But you know, spoke to him on the phone. You know, talked about lease, you know, prices, commercial, retail, all that stuff. And then we hung up, and I'm like, I'm ready to call like 5 more people now.
Right.
You know, just getting through that.
You gotta you gotta give yourself the opportunity to mess up. Like, you really do. Because if you don't, then you won't know. You won't know. Like, especially as an artist, you know, I know a bunch of artists that they got 11 songs in the vault. They haven't put not one of them out. You know what I mean? And then just to go and make that post of whatever choreograph that you put together, just to get the reaction, to get the, you know, the recognition, or maybe even get a new client in. It's just like, if you don't take those opportunities to, deal with the criticism or mess up in some way or fashion, that you'll never get to that next level, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You're right on that.
That's
Yeah.
dope, man. So talk to us about what you have going on now. You told me that you just at that moment when you had called a bunch of different places, so you finally got your own spot.
Finally got my own spot. Finally found a place. I wanted a place there in Annabelle, 'cause that's where I'm from, where I live. I wanted somewhere close to my house. I always thought, like, okay, if this studio doesn't work, if I have no gas money, I'm gonna ride my bike there. I'm gonna make this work, And literally, so found a place like walking distance from my house.
Really?
And but when I would drive by, I had the lease sign on there, and I would drive by and I would drive in, put my hand out. I'm like, Father God, this is for me. You're gonna give this to me. Thank you so much. I would do that like every time I would drive by it.
Calling it every day.
Calling it every day. I'll tell my kids. Kids were being there. I'm like, look, I'm like, Father God, it's my building.
So look, my studio.
Yeah, it's my studio. And it was available. I called. They're like, okay, come in. Come take a look at the building. Took a look at it. It needed a lot of work. A lot of work. But I was, knowing that my dad was a carpenter, I'm like, me and my dad can do it. We can get this going.
Right.
But yeah, applied for a business loan, and they were like, okay, our business loan, they start out at 50,000, and I was like,
sheesh,
I don't want to. That's scary. I don't want those type of numbers,
Right.
And they're like, well, how much do you want? And I was like, I want maybe like 8 to 10. They're like, oh, just go for a personal loan.
Okay.
And so I did. Got a personal loan for 8,000, and went for it.
Really?
Went for it. Paid the deposit down, and went to go pick up the keys. I remember when I was going, right, and I think my windstorm just went through that massive payment that we all pay for windstorm for housing. Jeez.
Yeah.
That went through. So my bank is negative as I'm going to this thing, right?
Really?
My gas light is on empty. No, and so negative in my account, no gas. I take a picture of my my bank and my gas, and I send it to my pastor. I'm like, I'm about to go sign a 1-year lease with like no gas and no money. And he said, do it, let's go.
Do it.
Yeah. And walk by faith, and I did. And from there, family, friends put that together.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. The church that I attend, the Experience Church, was that old building was a Delmar kinesiology building.
Where's that at?
It's down Leopard.
Okay, I think
by
I know
S&J Bakery. Everybody knows where S&J Bakery is there in Annabelle. So they had these massive, huge mirrors, and that church donated them to the studio.
That's so dope.
The flooring was done, painting, and started up.
Really?
And that was 4 years ago. Now.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that. I don't know if you know Lupe Ramos. He owns Choose Wisely clothing brand.
Okay. No.
When he started his first shop, it was very similar. He said the same thing. Walk by faith, not by sight. And before you know it, just the community around him. He was taking down panels from his ceiling. He was about to paint them by hand, and then a painter came by and just painted. And it's just like,
wow,
that's
man.
super dope,
Yeah,
man. So you just got the church to donate the mirrors. Who did the flooring? Like, did everybody just start pitching in?
Friends started coming, painting, putting the floors together. Yeah, just everybody that when you have like your circle, they'll come through. They will, and everybody did, and we were able to get the building going and set and ready.
So how did that feel when it first opened?
When
was the gas tank still empty?
No, it was not empty. Now I had like $10 in it now by then.
Nice. Dope, yeah.
But when the phone rang for the first time, that made it more real.
Wow.
When the first customer called, like, hey, what classes do you have to offer? that's when it's like, oh man, this is gonna about to start. This is really gonna get going.
Yeah.
Like the place not even open yet, and people are calling about it. That made it more like, like a little bit of like, okay,
It's like that work you put in is starting to.
it's
starting to-
absolutely.
yeah.
And being in the dance world for 28 years and dancing so much in different studios in Corpus,
Right.
through all those years is what brought the dancers from where I was at for so long. Once the studio opened, like Sammy's opened up a studio, and dancers
You had that credibility.
Yeah, the credibility really got through the first year. Was having those dancers that just they knew who I was, and being in those studios, and
Wow.
came and started taking classes there.
Really?
Yeah, that was the big part, and people say the first year of a business is always like the toughest, right?
Was that?
For me, I feel like the first year wasn't the toughest. I think it's because, when you have your first business or your own business, you like man hours don't matter. You're gonna be there from like morning to night, like because you got the adrenaline of like I got my place.
Yeah.
Like I don't care how long it's gonna take.
It's your baby.
Yeah, I don't care if I have to sleep on the floor. Like it's that it wasn't hard that way.
Right.
Going into the fourth year, or the third year, I feel that's been the hardest now.
Why do you say that?
I feel because more of like just being sometimes just drained out. It's like, man, do I want that private lesson again? Or that when that kicks in, it's like I'm just tired sometimes. I think that's the part where having
Get that burnout.
yeah, I get that burnout. You do. You
Yeah.
really do. It's just, it's not that, it's still your love, but when you eat, sleep, all day long.
And is it
what you
only
love-
you in there? Do you have like other dance I guess what would they be labeled, coaches or?
Yeah, so I have two choreographers and an admin. So they're amazing. All of them.
Okay.
Yeah, to Jordan, Jessica, my fiance Amanda.
Shout
Love
out.
you guys. Yeah, it's four of us that Monday through Thursday we have 14 classes.
14 classes.
14 classes Monday through Thursday, from preschool class to adults classes.
Really?
From hip hop, because
yeah.
that's what we loved, our passion there. But from hip hop to pom pom classes to jazz, musical theater.
And are you involved with all 14, or do you get to step back on a couple of those?
God,
man?
how many classes do I teach? I think out of those 14 classes, 6 classes I teach from those 14. So yeah, I take a majority of those classes. And also for me, if people don't know, I still have a full-time day job.
Do you really?
I still have a full-time day job.
What do you do?
I work for a company called Ecolab. Ecolab installs dish machines at restaurants, nursing homes.
Man, you juggling a lot over there,
So
man.
Ecolab from 7 to like 4ish, and then the studio opens up at 5 to 9. That's Monday through Thursday. And then Saturdays and Sundays are side projects. We do a lot quinceañeras.
Okay, that would be like the personal.
Private lessons.
Private
Those are
lessons.
Saturdays and Sundays. Fridays we try to keep Fridays completely off. And then
I bet you're working.
yeah. Listening to music, trying to figure out what competition season's coming along, like all that. But it's a lot. It is a lot, and I think for me, if I would have left my day job and been like, okay, I'm opening my business, I'm quitting my job, I'm just gonna do this, there's no way. For a small business, like the overhead and the so much stuff that takes place,
Yeah, I bet.
as a small business, and of course your dream is to make money. I mean, to make money, that's what people do. You open up a business to make money.
100%.
And it doesn't happen. Not the first year, maybe not even the second year. It doesn't happen. And that's why I have my day job to, cover the expenses that the studio we couldn't cover there at the studio.
Really?
You know?
Really?
So Yeah.
And I can only imagine. I mean, even that too, like that can add to a certain level of burnout. Like, not only dealing with multiple personalities at one, and then different age ranges at two. You know what I mean? And then going and hit the job.
The job,
Yeah.
it is, especially when you're at your day job and you're trying to do some of like the calls that come in. You know, and
Right.
like I gotta focus on
So
my
what do you?
day job.
How do you decompress, man? Like, what's your decompression like?
Man, my decompression is really just sitting on the couch and just watching a movie.
Okay.
Yeah, those days, those nights where just making a good home cooked meal at home and just chilling.
And then gets a call and doesn't finish the movie.
Yeah. Oh,
Falls asleep.
Amanda can tell you. I'm like, all right, let's go. Yeah, let's do it. And it's like,
It's like
I'm
burn,
done.
burn, 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 burn.
like, oh, how was the movie? Was it good? Was it?
It's like, man, you only got the intro, man. That's crazy.
All the time. I guess for all dads. Like that's like a dad thing, maybe.
Right,
I don't
bet,
know,
man. I bet.
I don't know.
So like, what's the plans for the studio? Are you planning to, build it, get it bigger? Are you planning to like, what's the plans for it, man?
The plans for the House of Hip Hop, for the studio, is really just to keep building the empire. It is. We're in our fourth season. In the dance world, it's called seasons. It was a year.
Okay.
Most seasons start from like June and into May. That's like a season in the dance world.
Okay.
But we're in our fourth season. It's getting started this August, and it's been the biggest turnout right now so far for our summer for us. Like 4 seasons in, and it's now we see the turnout, the growth,
Really?
in the studio.
Well, I think you said you have about 45 people now.
So yeah, last season 3 we had 45 dancers, and then the registration opened up already for the studio, and we're definitely gonna go over that this season, and it's exciting because you tend to fall into like that numbness or that tunnel vision where you're like, it's okay, it's just the same thing, but when you start seeing the growth, and it gets you excited back to like your first year again, when the growth starts happening, the growth.
Right.
You start getting excited again, and like the creativity starts even getting more,
Really?
But yeah, we're excited for this season. We
Let me
really
ask you
are.
this, man. Like, as a business owner, what are like some of the hardships that you faced within your 4 seasons, and how have you been able to overcome those hardships?
I mean, I would say definitely from the studio itself, it's just trying to make everybody happy at the studio, or in the business.
Can't even do that in life, man.
No, that's been the
No.
That's been the hardship. Is it's just being up to date with everything as a business.
Okay.
Trying to stay on those social media platforms. That's been the hardest, is trying to balance all that together.
Yeah.
It's been hard for myself, and then but having that, the crew there, the choreographers, the admins, and I think honestly, for me is allowing it to be like, okay, yes, take some of this work.
Yeah, man. How is that for you? Because you said earlier that sometimes you're reading that post over and over, or you're thinking that step over and over. How is it giving a little responsibility out for you, man?
It hasn't been easy. I don't know why. It's you would think like, heck yeah, like you have it all. I'm gonna go catch a movie somewhere while
Right.
you do this, or like. But no, it's been difficult a part of a business.
But I mean, at the end of the day, it is your baby,
It is. But also at the end of the day, I signed up for this, and not my family. So that's where it's like, okay, you know what? Yes, I want to go to soccer practice.
Right.
I want to wake up early to make breakfast before they go to school.
Right.
That type of stuff, instead of being like, oh man, it's been such a long day. Just allowing that, and then seeing the difference of sometimes they're doing it better.
Right.
And I'm like, man, they're doing better on doing that's maybe that's why I didn't want to pass it along, because I want to do it and I do it the best, but it's not. That's why you have that talent there, and the to help with that stuff.
I had David Soto on here on my he was my last guest. He owns the bridge downtown, and he was saying, some things that are very similar to what you're saying, and it's super hard. And it got to the point where his missus was like, "Man, you should just go ahead and put a bed upstairs and
Yeah,
just go ahead and live there."
No, absolutely. My kids, like, say we have to go to the studio to go do something.
Right.
Dad, you gotta go to the studio again, or like come over for be behind the counter and help out. They don't want nothing to do with the studio because Dad's there all the time. That's been one of the hardest things for sure. Because you would think like they're the kids, they want to be there. Like Dad has a studio, like this is a business, and now they don't. They're just like, no, he's there all the time, so we want him here.
Have you been finding it a little bit easier as seasons progress and as you're getting more knowledge about how it runs and operates and your systems, your processes? Have you found it a little bit easier now to kind of relinquish a little responsibility?
Yes, I sure have. That's huge now for me. Is
you gotta take that vacation, man.
Well, yeah, you do, and there's projects that come around for the weekend, Saturday and Sundays, and I'm like, I don't want to take them on because I want to be at home. I want to give everything I have at home, also like the way I'm doing it to the studio. I got to figure it out. If not, it's just too much.
Yeah, man.
Too much.
And plus, I mean, you deserve it. It sounds like you worked very hard to get where you wanted to be, and putting it together and still being able to juggle, having your regular job and your passion, right? So
yeah.
I mean, yeah, you definitely should take it a little easy on yourself from time to time, man.
Man, I just, the dream is just studio only. That's the ultimate goal.
So how, like, I know you got the adult class. How's the adult class? Are they starting to get into the realm of like what you were doing, where now they're becoming more involved with music videos and big major productions or plays? Or I mean, what's the extent of somebody that goes to your class and gets the knowledge that they get? Like, how far can they go with this?
So as going far with that is really more is into like the musical theater, the Broadways, the acting, the just being in dance teams, dance team being like the drill teams from the high school to the college.
Right.
It just learning all that and moving on and going forward from it. I think growing up for me was like all I wanted to do is be in music videos. That's it. That's all I wanted to be, a dancer in music videos.
Right.
And when that changed, or where we're at now, like because there's not that more people want to just be in big productions,
right.
And the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, they want that type. They want to go into that type of stuff.
Really? You got some students that have aspirations of doing that?
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Like from like the middle schoolers that, I mean, they want to be out there. They want to be part of a dance team.
I hear that's pretty tough stuff, though, man.
Whew, those middle schoolers, they come with it.
Really?
They come with it on the attitude that we need on the dance floor, and then the attitude that they have coming in, they come with it. It's like, hey, you need to tone it down,
Right. I mean, yeah, I guess that comes with the territory, man. How do you juggle stuff like that? Have you ever, I mean, you don't have to answer it if you don't want to, but have you ever had to like, hey, man, this environment is probably not meant for you?
There's, what I tell the dancers is, when you come in, whatever happened today, just leave it at the door.
Right.
This is like your vacation right now. Come in, have a good time, have fun with it. You're doing what you love, with your passion. Right. And then when you leave, if you want to pick it back up, yes, but if not, just leave it there.
Just leave it there.
Yeah, leave it there. But there is times where, yeah, as a director, you hey, no more of this. I need enough of that. But when you gotta start reaching out to some parents, you got to.
Yeah.
And you don't want to, but there's times where it's like, all right, we need to come in and we need to sit down and we have a conversation with your dancer.
Right. Because I mean, at the end of the day, it's just like, I feel like this is a business that you're running, but this is also an opportunity for them to take these skills and apply them somewhere else.
Yeah.
And it's
just
yeah,
for sure.
And
also is some of these dancers, because they can learn a good routine or a good combination and they blow it out of the water, now they think like, okay, well, I can give my own input now to the director, like, oh, this move is not that cool, or you should change it to this move,
Right.
And that's where you just like, no.
Yeah, the student's trying to tell the sensei something.
Yeah, and it happens. Those dancers will, and they'll try, but nope, you can't. That's not how it rolls. You gotta put your time in.
It's like, give me 25 years and then come holler at me.
Yeah,
yeah. I like that, man. But I mean, as far as like your adult students, has any of them reached a level that they wanted to be, or are they getting?
The adult students more now is like more like line dancing, coming in like learning.
Dope, yeah. I'm gonna come, man. I want to learn some line dancing.
Yeah,
man.
we have like a Moms in Motion is one of our mom's dance class. So those are the type of adult classes that we have. They come in and learning some combinations, some exercise in the warm ups.
I might find my wife out there. I might go. No,
oh yeah. Come. Those moms, they're not afraid to drop it. They're like, all right. They're like, okay, dinner's done, laundry's done. They come in and they're ready to dance.
That's dope, man.
They are.
Okay, so besides the line dances, I guess the question I'm asking is as far as like the, has anybody in your school, have they made it to a production yet? Like that they wanted to be in?
No, not that I'm aware of yet. They've done like Harbor Playhouse stuff.
Oh yeah, Harbor Playhouse.
Yeah, like those
type
of those.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot going on with that.
Right.
Hours and hours out there. Amazing stuff what they're doing. But like Harbor Playhouse stuff, local stuff for sure.
Right.
But as like going to San Antonio or like landing something big, that they're always trying out there for sure.
That's dope. I mean, as an artist myself, like let's hypothetically I reach out to you after this and say, hey man, I got this music video and I want to do like a choreographed situation. Would you have the people to do that?
Oh, absolutely. Let's book it. Yeah.
That's super dope. Yeah, I like that.
Each studio.
You write this down. I like that, man.
Yeah, reach out. We definitely put something together.
Yeah, no, we still to this day. I mean, we still do treatments for music videos, and we get a couple of artists that would like to do choreograph situations in their music videos. There's still that want to do bigger productions. They haven't experienced the brain rot yet. They still do long length videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be cool, man.
Man, those videos. There was I was in high school and they had auditions at Q Productions for a music video for a group called Unison back in the day. It's a group called Unison, and we went out there as b-boys. We auditioned. They're like, okay, cool. We want you in the music video. We're gonna call you back, And the group called Unison. I think it was "Quiero Bailar Contigo." I think the song was. But we're shooting the video again, like 9 a.m. to like 9 p.m. type of video shoots. You're there, and then man, I was excited. The video comes. I think Dust got the video like it was a VHS came in the mail, like a vanilla thing. True story. We go to Dust's house. He puts it in. I'm watching the music video and I'm like, damn, I didn't get the cut. I'm not in the video. I was bummer, like man. So bummed out because everybody was the family. I'm like, I'm gonna be in the music video. You're there in the shots. You
got the whole family ready.
Watching We're ready. And then it's like, damn, I didn't get in it.
You were in it, bro. You were just in the back.
I still tell people to this day, I'm in that video. I'm that b-boy right there.
Squint your eyes.
I'm the one in the orange shirt. Just look at that one right there.
Man, that's tragic.
Yeah, man, I remember that.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, where do you see the studio in like the next 5 years, man?
Really staying there in Annabelle and just growing and really growing not just in as a studio, but in the schools, like the preschools, like the early head starts, doing some stuff with them.
That'd be cool, man. Yeah.
Doing some getting involved more with the schools. That's really the goal. It's just to grow within the community there. I feel like
I feel like
Annabelle.
the youth could use a little, distraction from this world. I mean, what better than dance, right? I
Oh
mean,
yeah, it connects everybody.
right.
Everybody.
I have
And
no
the
motion to
music.
save my life, man. I'm a little stiff on that floor, but I try.
Well, before we end, you gotta do a little something with me here.
Okay.
You gotta follow just a little bit of a footwork
I'm down.
type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
All right,
down.
let's do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's get it, man. I can't spin on my head, but that's cool, man. I'm down to try it.
Yeah, let's do
we
it.
gotta get E on it.
Oh man, put one of his beats on. We just do a little bit of a movement to it.
Have you ever seen that video? It's like, this is hip hop, and it's this lady
Yeah.
that way. She's like,
Yes.
it's like, my feet are straight. It's not hip hop. When
People
it's like
always tag me on that video, and every time they tag me, like it was like a different person, it still cracks me up every time I
Right.
see it. And I can't just stop it. I have to see the whole thing because I just laugh out.
Yeah, nah, that's cool. That people think about you. I gotta send this to
Yeah, send it
Yeah.
to me because it cracks me up every time I see that video.
But yeah, man, I definitely want to get more involved in like line dances because my best friend DJ Fame, man, he does the R&B, full festivals. I mean, we do a bunch of different events, man.
Yeah.
And line dancing is super heavily involved in these things, man. And I see
there's
they
so
get out
much
there
of it
and
now.
it's
Yeah.
dope. And even like the trail ride situation, they got a bunch of
So much. The one I remember was the Montel Jordan, the electric slide. That was like the huge one back in the day. But there's so many now. So many line
yeah,
dancing.
he can play like 15 songs and they're still dancing. I'm like, yeah,
And they're not easy, like step to the left, step to the right. I mean, some of these are complicated, and they get them down out there, and they look good too. you know?
yeah. I mean, the best one I could do, the best one is flex. That slide to the right.
Oh yeah,
Slide to the left. Yeah,
Yeah?
man. That's as far as it goes, man. Because it's literally like maybe 5 steps and I'm good to go. You just spin it around.
That line dancing is a huge thing. It
Yeah.
really is now these days. They're all about line dancing, all about it these days.
Do y'all have classes on that? Like heavy classes on those?
Man,
or no?
we in the summertime we'll have like we call it like a special class, type of thing, like for like a 2-hour type of class.
Okay.
But to have one set in stone, and no, not yet. But we should, because that's huge. People come
man,
in.
there's
for
a whole
line dancing.
there's a whole community out
Oh
there,
yeah,
man.
Yep.
And it's crazy how many dances there are. Let me ask you a question.
Yep.
For somebody that got 4 season in and just been doing it as long as you have, like, what kind of advice would you give somebody that would aspire to do the same thing that you're doing?
Yeah. So I would say is just your long days, long nights, like, just keep pushing through. Keep pushing through. You're gonna get the nose, and you're gonna get the nose again. But you just, from what the passion you have and the gift that God's given you, is what is gonna get you there. And you continue to master on what you do from every day to every night, to just doing what you love, and sticking to your passion, sticking to what you know, if that makes sense. Like, meaning, like, if this is what I do, and if I start doing well at it, and people start telling me like, oh, you should change that, or like, oh, you should do this, no, stick to what you know, and that will get you there.
Right.
Yeah.
The consistency.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah. Kind of just stay focused. Don't listen to the outside opinions.
No, because there's so many out there. There's so many.
you had brought up the family earlier, and that always touches home with, I think, a lot of us artists. When moms or dads see us out here, doing whatever it is that we're doing, it's like, is that even gonna work? You get the questionable.
Oh
Yeah, it's like But, I mean, yeah, man, that's super dope. I usually like to end all my shows with one question, and then we can just wrap it up and do that dance move that you want to do,
yeah,
man.
let's do it. Let's go.
I'm super down to try it. But the question I like to ask is, what is one thing you would want people to remember you by when you're long gone?
It would have to be honestly is the same passion and love I had for the hip hop, the movement, the dancing, is for people to have that seed in them to grow or be like, man, I remember I took that class from him when I was in 6th grade, and now I'm like at 35 and I'm still moving because it still got me excited, you know, when I learned some moves from him, you know.
Right.
Like it's just that excitement of when they hear a song and they took classes and
that you were able to inspire.
Yeah.
That's dope,
Inspire,
man.
for sure.
I love
Yeah,
that. Is there anything that you want to add or anything that you want to, you know, inform anybody about before we get out of here?
No, you know, Sammy Flores from House of Hip Hop Dance in Annabelle, Texas. That's where we're at.
Yeah, let everybody know where they can find you.
Yeah.
The socials, all that. I know the socials that you got to probably juggle all the Facebooks, Instagrams, stuff like that.
The Facebook is House of Hip Hop Dance. IG is House of Hip Hop Dance LOC. The studio 10643 Leopard Street.
Okay.
You know, and what I love about the 10643, back in the day, BET had 106 in Park.
I was thinking the same thing.
That even when I saw the address, I'm like, this is meant for me. It's 106. You know,
You're gonna have
I remember
to, you're
seeing
gonna have to
the
do
show.
a theme day with just 106 and dance or something. You know what I mean? That would be dope.
With Tigger.
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in the day.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's do it, man. Let's do this
All right,
dance.
let's go.
What you're talking about.
Let's do some moves.
All right. What are we gonna do, man?
All right. Here we go. Easy.
Can you get us? You got us? All right.
Let's go. So you said more over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go with like the step with the right.
Step with the right.
Boom. Cross with the left,
Cross with the left.
and then hop it together
Hop it together.
and step it out.
Step it out.
Smooth it back in.
Smooth it back in.
Yeah. So the
right.
step, hit, step together, step it out, boom in. Whoop. Easy. One more time. Ready?
You
And
see me?
step with the right, with the left. Seriously, with the right, with the left. Hop it together. Step it with a boom. Bring it back in. Woo!
No, I'm just playing. That's dope, man. Well, I appreciate you coming,
absolutely,
man.
man. Thanks
Thank
for
you for
having
taking
me.
the time out of
Appreciate
your
it.
day.
Yeah.
And this is another episode of Off the Record Texas, man.